and welcome to the Disney News Show. Here's your host, CruellasFurCoat.
Yes, this is the Disney News Show. I'm Joe Worthington, aka CruellasFurCoat, and this is episode 87 for Sunday, 7th of July 2013. How is everyone doing? Hope you are having a fantastic week. Hoping everything is going well for you. I am in a fantastic mood. Weather here in the UK is absolutely fantastic at the moment. It is boiling hot, sunny, absolutely wonderful, and I'm hoping it is the same where you are, and so that is fantastic. So summer is here again. We had summer a few weeks ago, but it's now July. Oh my god, I can't believe it's July already. That is absolutely mad, but you know, great as well. Before we get started on the show, great stuff coming up on the show this week. Loads and loads of great news from Walt Disney World. A lot of stuff from Disneyland as well. And Disney movies, of course, as well at the end of the show. But before we get started on that, I would just like to make an announcement that there will be no Disney News Show next week. There will be, on Sunday, 14th of July, there will be no Disney News Show. And I'm really, really sorry. However, I am going on holiday next week. Well, actually on Thursday. Very excited. Really, really, really looking forward to that. However, where I'm going, there will be most probably no internet. I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to take my camera, I'm not going to be filming, and so there's going to be nowhere. I mean, I'm going to be away from Thursday until the Thursday after. I could maybe film on Wednesday and get someone to upload it here, but I think it's just too much of a hassle, and so I'm just going to say there's going to be no show next week. Very sorry about that, but there'll be an extra good show the week after, episode 88, that'll be out on the 21st of July. And so, just that I mentioned that now, just in case. I thought if I mention it at the end, I know not everyone watches till the end, which is no problem, but I just thought better to let you guys know here. But I was actually just looking through some of the older episodes, and this is actually now the 53rd week in a row that I've done a show, which means this weekend last year was if you kind of go back, that was the first time I'd done a show since the last break. So we've now done a whole year, 53 weeks in a row, without having a break. So maybe I do deserve a break at some point. So here we go. I'm going to take next week off, but I'll be back with a show the week after. So just bear that in mind. Just sorry about that, but yeah. CruellasFurCoat does need a break sometimes. So there we go. That's just about next week. So this week though, I have got one thing that I need to show you. I did an unboxing of this on Monday, and it is of course the Oz the Great and Powerful Blu-ray 3D combo pack here from the UK. This was released on Monday, the 8th, not the 8th, 1st, tomorrow's the 8th, 1st of July. This was released, an absolutely fantastic edition, fantastic movie, fantastic 3D Blu-ray. It's absolutely wonderful, this, and I would definitely recommend you picking this up. Definitely, and if you can get it soon, if you're looking to get it, for this slipcover is absolutely stunning. I love it so much. It's great. I mean, sure, that'd be fine, but this slipcover is absolutely stunning, and I love slipcovers so much that slightly weird, but you know, slipcovers to me make an addition, and that has got one of the best slipcovers ever. And so happy to have this in my collection. Click on the link down in the description box below if you want to check out my unboxing. That was out on Monday, and well, I know lots of you have seen that already, but if you've not yet, then definitely go and check that out if you're looking to pick up Oz the Great and Powerful here in the UK. Okay, so moving on, there's not really anything else actually I've got to mention right now. Moving on to the Disney question of the week, and last week was quite an interesting one. It was about Pixar's future release schedule, including a new sequel every 2 years. They're going to be continuing with their one original movie every year, but there's also going to be a sequel every 2 years. Now, there's been quite a lot of comments. You guys have sent some great comments in with some great views about this, and I love this Disney question kind of thing that we've got going here with you guys giving me all your views. It's so fantastic. I love it. And from the comments I received, our general view is that it'd be fantastic to see more Pixar films. Now, everyone loves Pixar films, and to see an extra one every 2 years is going to be great. However, we do not want them just to make the sequels because they have to. Now, hopefully no one is forcing them to do this, and hopefully this is Pixar's desire to make these movies that is really making them put this schedule out, and they're doing one sequel every 2 years. but not just because they have to. And as long as Pixar continues to produce the high quality movies we expect, then I'm sure everything's going to be fine. Let's just hope that Pixar knows what they're doing. Let's hope Disney is not pressurising them into doing this, which we know could happen. But I think hopefully there's enough stories to go around here. Now, we don't want Pixar just to be like, okay, yeah, Disney's told us to do a sequel, we're just gonna say let's do Up to, where I don't know, Russell goes off to Wilderness Explorer Camp. Now, we don't just want to see that. Sure, it'd be great, but you know, do we really need to see that? I don't want to see an Up to. I'm sure lots of you don't want to see an Up to either, but I don't know. Let's just wait and see that. So thank you for all your comments. The one thing that has come across very strongly is that we don't want to see Toy Story 4. Please, Pixar, if anyone from Pixar, not that anyone from Pixar will watch this, but if you are, Toy Story 4, no, the fans of the Disney News Show and me, CruellasFurCoat, do not want to see Toy Story 4. Please, no. Incredibles 2, yes, that is what we want to see. But if you have to go anywhere, don't go for Toy Story 4. So yeah, that is last week's question. This week's question is quite an interesting one as well, actually. For me, I saw this piece of news and I thought, yes, I need to know what you guys think about this. Now, it was announced this week that Disney CEO Bob Iger will be extending his stay of, well, he's the CEO of Walt Disney Company for an extra 15 months. Now, he was supposed to step down on 31st of March 2015, however, he will now be in office until 30th of June 2016 at the earliest. Now, he's extending it for just over a year, and up to 2016. And he has now been in the job since 2005. He would have done a 10-year thing, and it's now extended to 11 years. And personally, I think Bob Iger has done an incredible job at the company. He really has, and I think just from looking at how much the company has developed and changed and improved over the past 10 years. Now, there's nothing particularly bad before that, but personally, with the things that he has brought about, most notably the acquisitions of Pixar, Muppets, Marvel and Lucasfilm, they have been for really, really big things that are really, really helping to push Disney into the limelight once again now, which is so fantastic. And I think, in my opinion, he should be able to stay on as CEO for as long as possible. Now, if we go by this current date of 2016, he will have been in the job for 11 years. Now, should he stay on longer? Or will it be then time to have a new leader? That is the question for this week. Now, I'm sure lots of you who do watch this show do not really know much about Bob Iger or about what the Disney CEO does. And for me, personally, given the situation with Michael Eisner, who was CEO before Bob Iger for 19 years, from 1984 to 2005, now, will this be the right time to leave, considering what he did over his 19 years? I mean, he saw the company through the Disney Renaissance, which is an absolutely incredible thing. But by the end of his time, the company was kind of going off the radar a bit. We had some of the really, really bad films of the early 2000s, which are not great, and sure, Disney's quite ashamed to really have them, and we all know that. But will that be the same, like, from 1989 until 1999 was the Disney Renaissance, and that was an absolutely incredible time for Disney, and that was kind of in the middle of Michael Eisner's time. Now, has that really, really big time for Bob Iger, has it been already, with the acquisitions that he's made, with the movies that he's made, with Princess and the Frog, Tangled and Wreck-It Ralph? Has that time come already, or will there be more for him to offer? Now, that is a big question for you guys, and I'd love to know what you guys think. Personally, I think he should stay on for maybe another 5 years, but I don't know, I'd love to know what you guys think. So there we go. Hopefully you've able to understand what I've just said there, because I know that's kind of a lot of information to take in. Maybe I need to go and watch that again. But if you could go and find a bit more about Bob Iger, also about Michael Eisner, and just kind of to see what they did for the company and what they have done and what Bob Iger is still doing. That is really, really great stuff there. So, yes, if any of you have got some great insight into that you'd like to share with me, do not forget to leave me comments down below. I will read out some of the, well, hopefully a lot of your views on the next show. But if you don't want to leave comments, you can send me a personal message, or you could contact me on Twitter at CruellasFurCoat. Okay, so moving on to the Walt Disney World news now, and for this week's limited time magic, it's going to be called Mickey's America Street Beat. Now this is a musical performance featuring Mickey, Minnie, Goofy and Donald and other young performers at Epcot's America Gardens Theatre every day this week at 12:30, 1:30, 2:30 and 3:30, 4 times daily from tomorrow the 8th of July until next Sunday, 14th of July. So this is at the American Adventure Pavilion in the America Gardens Theatre. I'm sure it's going to be a great show, probably about half an hour's length. And so if you guys are in Walt Disney World this week, do not forget to go and check that out. Okay, next up, from tomorrow, the walkway between Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort and downtown Disney is closing due to the ongoing construction of Disney Springs. Now, this is quite a big step because this is actually it connects Saratoga Springs to Disney's Marketplace, where there is no actual construction going on now. It's all on Pleasure Island. But it looks like there'll be no walkway now, well, from now until the completion of Disney Springs in a couple of years. However, there will be the boat and bus transportation still available for guests to take them from Saratoga Springs, well, I can hardly say that, Saratoga Springs around to downtown Disney. So it's great to see that they're now moving into the Marketplace, hopefully to do a bit of construction there, because it's all been focused on Pleasure Island for the moment. But you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing this this transformation into Disney Springs, which I'll bring you all the latest news on that as I get it. But yeah, quite a big step actually to see some work going on in the Marketplace. Okay, so moving on to Disneyland news now, and this week's Limited Time Magic is all centred around the Matterhorn, obviously the big mountain in Disneyland, and there will be special performances this week from Happy Hands and his son Eric as they play their Alpine melodies on the slopes of the Matterhorn. Now this is a father and son duo who play the accordion, and I think one plays the accordion and one plays the saxophone. I don't know how the saxophone fits in there, but you know, they're going to be playing on the slopes of the Matterhorn, and so that is going to be great. Now there'll also be Matterhorn macaroons available that you can eat while watching them. I'm sure that'll be really great. Available exclusively at Edelweiss. Is that how you say it? Edelweiss? I don't know. Edelweiss snacks from tomorrow until next Sunday. So that's running all this week. I think Edelweiss snacks is in Fantasyland. However, I'm sure if you've been to Disneyland, you'll know a lot more than I do. And so if you're there this week, then that'll be cool. I'm really looking forward to watching this actually. I do like the little kind of performance things they put on in different locations around the parks. And I'm sure this is going to be really, really cool. So that's all this week at Disneyland. Okay, next up, for next year's Tinkerbell Half Marathon weekend at Disneyland, Disney have announced a brand new race. Now this is the Tinkerbell 10K, and the weekend of the Tinkerbell Half Marathon is the 16th to the 19th of January 2014, and you will be able to register for both races, for the Half Marathon and the new 10K from this Tuesday, the 9th of July, at 9 AM Pacific, 12 PM Eastern Time. So that is great stuff there. Of course, I always say that I want to have a go in a Run Disney event at some point in the future, and the Tinkerbell one always looked really quite appealing. It looks really great, and it's a weekend in January. Sure, January might be a bit cooler, but Tinkerbell is really, really cool. And to add in a 10K, they kind of add in new races to all these weekends every single year. There are so many races now. So many races. I don't know how they get people to turn out. I mean, they must be so much fun. They really must be. And they really do look it, but how they keep adding more and more races every single year at all these locations and all these different kind of events is really, really mind-blowing. But, you know, an extra race, an extra load of money for Disney, which is good. So, you know, there we go. Tinkerbell 10K inaugural race next January. Okay, next up, the dates for Mickey's Halloween party at Disneyland have been released this week, and for the first time there will be 13 parties. Now, I think previously there was 11 or 12, I'm not entirely sure, but this year there'll be 13, which kind of makes sense. 13 parties, Halloween, you know, kind of all spooky kind of stuff, which is great. And they'll be starting on Friday the 13th of September, again, very fitting. I'll be running until 31st of October. Now, that's 13 different dates. Now, it's not well, it wouldn't make sense to be every day, but you know, I think it's like twice a week for the first couple of weeks, then 3 times, and then a couple of more when it gets closer to 31st of October. Now, tickets go on sale from tomorrow for annual pass holders, Disney Vacation Club members, and Rewards Visa card holders. And then from next Monday, 15th of July, for the general public. So if you're heading there, then be sure to get your tickets very soon, because these events always do sell out very quickly. And if the Mickey's Halloween Party is anything like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Magic Kingdom, which I'm sure it is, and I love the Halloween Party at Magic Kingdom, that is the most fantastic thing ever, then I'm sure that if you're there during the Halloween season, you'll want to take, have a go at the Halloween party. Okay, our last piece of news from Disneyland this week is that since earlier this week, Disney's newest princess, Sophia I, has been meeting guests at Disney California outside Disney Junior live on stage. Now, this is her first appearance for meet and greet opportunities in any park in the world, because she's a brand new princess. It's her show is on Disney Junior, and she will soon also be appearing at Disney Hollywood Studios, but that date has not been set yet, but we do know it'll be later this summer. But for the moment, she is now available to meet and greet at Disney's California Adventure. Okay, so now I have a piece of news from Disney Cruise Line, and this week Disney Cruise Line was named the top cruise line for families by Travel Plus Leisure in their World's Best Awards. Now, this is for the 5th consecutive year, which is an absolutely fantastic thing for Disney Cruise Line. Now, this is according to the readers of Travel Plus Leisure. I think that's a magazine, I believe, who rated the cruise line on criteria including cabins, food, service, itineraries and destinations, activities and value. So, absolutely fantastic stuff there, and it's a great award for Disney Cruise Line to have, and it just goes to show that how absolutely amazing these cruise lines are and these cruises are. So really great stuff there, and well done to Disney Cruise Line. Okay, so moving on to the other news now, and this week a brand new trailer was released for Frozen in Japan. We did have our teaser trailer a couple of weeks ago, but it was really not very good. But they do go and finally release a trailer, but only in Japan, and so you can watch that online. There's the link, and I will leave a link down below, but I can't understand a word of it, of course, and I'm sure you won't be able to either. But it does show a lot more of the characters and a lot more action than the previous one did, well, the previous version did, and it does get me slightly more excited. Sure, I can't be too excited because I don't have a clue what they're saying, but from the actual animation, sure, I think it looks really good. And the only kind of problem I do have is it doesn't look that detailed. Like from Disney movies, you expect it to be very detailed, especially these CGI ones with the amount of stuff they can do. Probably this is because it's kind of a snow and ice canvas that they're using here. It's all kind of based in the Arctic, I believe, I don't know, but you know, kind of in a land with ice and snow, and so they can't really do much with the backgrounds. But I think that's kind of losing some of the detail that we do expect. Now, I don't know, let's wait and see, and of course we're going to have to wait and see until we can watch the movie, but from this trailer, I don't know, wait and see. I'd love to know what you guys think about it, if you do get a chance to go and watch it. I know you probably won't understand it, but I'd highly recommend that you do go and watch it and see what you think. And I mean, it's better than the one we got a couple of weeks ago, but it has got me more excited, but let's wait and see how that goes there. Okay, and our final piece of news now is the title for the premiere episode of Once Upon a Time's Season 3 was revealed this week, as filming has begun in Vancouver, and the title is The Heart of the Truest Believer. Now, that is getting me very excited. I mean, I love Once Upon a Time, and I love, like, just kind of any little bits of information that we do get about maybe the title of an episode, or kind of who that may centre on. And kind of, I've got my own theory about who it's going to be centred on, but I'm not going to say much now, because I know lots of you guys are UK viewers who will not yet have watched the final episodes of Season 2, so I don't want to give anything away. I'm not going to leave it there, but The Heart of the Truest Believer, who do we think that is, and whose heart is it? Yeah, and very excited there. Now, filming has begun for Season 3, which is it just makes it a little bit more real that this is going to be happening, and I'm really excited for Season 3. Really great stuff there. So I'll bring you more information if we get it. I know I don't speak too much about Once Upon a Time, because technically it's not... Well, no, it is Disney. Is it? Yes, it is Disney. I don't know. But, you know, I don't spend too much on it because I know that the UK and US kind of the differences are so big, like in seasons, like season 2 ended quite a while ago in the US, but it's still not finished in the UK, so I can't really say too much, but got me very excited. That's I thought I'd share that, guys, with you. Okay, so that is all the news that we have got for this week. I really hope you enjoyed it. This has been the Disney News Show, episode 87 for Sunday, 7th of July 2013. From me, Joe Worthington, aka CruellasFurCoat. Don't forget to leave me comments, questions, leave me your answers or your responses to the Disney question of the week about Bob Iger. Leave them down below in the comments boxes, and also in personal message, or any way you want to get in contact with me. There's like quite a few ways now to get in contact with me. And please remember that there'll be no show next week, there'll be no show next Sunday, 14th of July. But if you do want to find out maybe about what's going on in my life next week when I'm going away, then be sure to check out Twitter and Instagram. I'm sure you'll be able to find out enough stuff there. Links to my Twitter and my Instagram are below. It's CruellasFurCoat, as you'd probably guess. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you I won't see you next week. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.